Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another premier wrestling event by Global Wrestling Alliance. We're coming to you live from Seattle, Washington. I am Joe Davis. This is High Tides. We are starting the evening off with a matchup that was just made official earlier today. This is tag team action. We see the Eliminators. They're going to be squaring off with the Pitbulls in our opening match. But this matchup is also for the #1 contendership for the GWA World Tag Team titles. So a huge prize in store for whomever can come out with a victory in this matchup. Here are the opponents, Luther and Mahler, the Isaac brothers, the Pitbulls, set to square off against Cliff Russell and Vince Dixon, the Eliminators. These teams, no strangers to one another. Their history goes back right to the very beginning of Global Wrestling Alliance. It was the Eliminators that would become the very first ever GWA World Tag Team Champions. That title reign was spoiled later that same night by these two men, the Pitbulls. Both teams wanting to get another shot at the World Tag Team Gold, and they're going to have to square off against each other to do it. Here we go. Vince Dixon starting off with Mahler Isaac back suplex. And Vince Dixon not wasting any time here. And off the top and missing with the elbow. And a kick right to the face by Mahler Isaac. Very elementary, very basic, but very effective. And now here comes Vince Dixon. Hooks him up with the double under. And look at the agility by the bigger athlete. And Mahler Isaac reverses into an arm drag. Very impressive. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a huge night we have here for you at High Tides. The World Tag Team titles will be on the line later on tonight as High Energy defends against the Viking Raiders. The Women's World Championship will be on the line later. Here's a cover. One. Only a one this time for Mahler Isaac. But as I was saying, the Women's World Championship will be on the line later on tonight as Tammy Mullins will defend that title. The United States Heavyweight title will be on the line as Primetime Charles Thompson will defend against Owen Gerald Sexton. Here is the cover. One. And still only a one. Vince Dixon fighting, gets the shoulder up, and keeps his team in this matchup. Over the top rope now, and kicking Mahler Isaac away, but a shoulder block by Luther Isaac sending Vince Dixon to the floor. All of those matches plus much, much more, including our main event for the GWA Heavyweight Championship of the World as Mr. Amazing Ray Snider challenges Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell for the World Heavyweight title. A tag was made. Cliff Russell in. There's an STO. And Cliff Russell going to be looking to turn this around for his team. Well, for some reason, he's tagging Vince Dixon back in. I question that decision, but nonetheless, here comes Vince Dixon, and he's firing on all cylinders on Luther Isaac. Look at that head first into the turnbuckle. What a shot. And now, ripping and tearing at the shoulder, the elbow joints. Down to the canvas. Vince Dixon to the middle rope. And a big splash. Here's the cover. 1, 2, not this time. Luther Isaac now with the kick out. Tag. In comes Cliff Russell. Luther Isaac using the ropes to regain his composure, to get to his feet. And Luther Isaac now with a couple of elbows well placed right in the breadbasket. Hooks him up. Look at this. Look at this power by Luther Isaac. Are you kidding me? And now with one arm, drops him with the suplex. These pit bulls are very physically impressive. And a tag now. In comes Mahler. Double team set up. Sends him for the ride. Pops up. Power slam by Mahler. Here's the cover. 1. And only a 1. And Cliff Russell gets the shoulder up. Mahler now hooks him up. Suplex of his own. Most of this match has been the pit bulls. The Eliminators had a little bit of offense, but it's been mostly defense. Here's a tag. In comes Vince Dixon. DDT by Mahler Isaac. And a knee strike. And a clubbing blow right to the spine. The pit bulls in complete control at this time. It looks as though Vince Dixon's nose may be split, maybe broken. Tag, and now comes Luther Isaac. Now to the middle rope. Waiting for Dixon to get back to his feet. Double axe handle smash. The cover. 1. And still only a 1. Where is Vince Dixon finding this strength to carry on? Sends him for the ride. Against the ropes. Buries the knee. Right into the girt. And now Luther Isaac punishing Vince Dixon. Dixon now sent to the corner. Luther Isaac with the exploder suplex into the corner. A cover, and this could do it. 1, 2, 3. No, so very close. I don't think you could have fit a piece of paper between the hand of the official and the mat. It was that close. Dixon now into the pit bull's corner. That's not where he wants to be. Tag, in comes Mahler. Sends him up. And look, we've seen this before. Look at this. Elevated clothesline. Cover by Mahler. 1, 2, and Cliff Russell makes the dive, makes the save. Vince Dixon desperately needs to make a tag to Cliff Russell. He can't last in there too much longer. Mahler now sends him headfirst into the buckle yet again. And Dixon now comes fighting out of the corner. Look at that, Uranagi by Dixon. 1, 2, and a long 2 count for Vince Dixon. And Dixon now is going to use that opportunity to make that tag. In comes Cliff Russell. And Russell now hooks him up into the bow and arrow stretch. Is Mauler going to give it up? In comes Vince Dixon to deal with Luther Isaac. And he's able to get out into the cover, and an immediate kick out by Russell. And there's the chop. And modified Russian suplex by Cliff Russell. This could be all. 1, 2, and he got it. He did not. He did not get him. Another near fall. And Russell now with blood pouring down his face, raining down the right hands. And now Mauler with a couple of well-placed elbows to break the momentum. Kick blocked. Russell now with the single leg takedown. Russell went for the shot, and a big boot by Mauler. And just like that, Mauler Isaac able to regain control. Russell sent to the corner. Mauler's going to bring him out. Sends him across the ring. Crossover. No, look at that. What a shoulder block, nearly sending Russell out of his boots. And he's not going for the cover, however. He's going to send him back into the corner. And Mauler makes the tag. In comes Luther. Pop-up power slam by Mauler. The Pit Bulls are rolling right now. Luther now taking Russell to the ropes. Sends him for the ride. Reversal. Runs through the clothesline, and another big shoulder tackle. And now Luther with a shoulder block, sending Vince Dixon to the floor. Luther Isaac poised and ready. Spear by Luther Isaac. Nearly taking Cliff Russell in half. 1, 2, 3. The Pit Bulls have done it and are now #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles. And here's how he done it. The spear by Luther Isaac, the cover, and the victory. Huge victory for the Pit Bulls. They want another shot at those titles. They're now gonna get it. Wait a second. And now the Pit Bulls assaulting the Eliminators after the match. These Pit Bulls always have been a little nasty, and that's on display here tonight. Well, nonetheless, the Pit Bulls are ready for another shot at the World Tag Team titles. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, the United States Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Owen Gerald Sexton against Charles Thompson. Let's take you back. After a couple weeks of going back and forth, some smack talk between the two, they were put in a tag team match last week. But after Sexton tagged himself in, things broke down immediately. Charles Thompson would leave Sexton to fight on his own. And just 2 nights ago on Supercharged, Sexton would get a little revenge for that as he would come down and assault the United States Heavyweight Champion. He had to be pulled away by security, by officials, but that leads us to tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Championship.
And here is the challenger, the undefeated Owen Gerald Sexton. This whole thing started between Thompson and Sexton when GWA General Manager Gene Wells announced that she was impressed with Owen Gerald Sexton and his work in the ring, his undefeated streak, that she decided to name him as the #1 contender for the United States heavyweight title. Charles Thompson, of course, would take exception to that, and things have gotten a little personal between the two ever since. But nonetheless, this could be Sexton's breakout match if he can defeat Primetime Charles Thompson and become the United States heavyweight champion. Here is the champion, and Sexton has a tall task in front of him in this mountain of a man. Primetime Charles Thompson, ever since going solo, he has been very impressive. His tactics, his mindset, his attitude leaves little to be desired, but he's gotten results. He is the United States heavyweight champion, and he's looking to continue his reign with a defeat over Owen Gerald Sexton. And we're going to send it down to the ring now for the official introductions.
Introducing the challenger from West Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 266 pounds, Owen Gerald Sexton. And introducing the champion from Salem, Oregon, weighing in at 273 pounds. He is the Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Champion, Primetime Charles Thompson.
And with the introductions over, Charles Thompson will surrender the United States Heavyweight Championship to the official. Sexton will get a look at what he is fighting for, and the official will show it to you, the people. That's what it's all about for these two here tonight. Owen Gerald Sexton, Primetime Charles Thompson. The bell sounds and we're underway. Lock up center of the ring. Both these men looking for the advantage. Neither of them able to get it to this point. There's a shot by Sexton, and another. A block by Thompson, and Thompson just grabs him, and with the suplex puts Sexton down, and now Thompson's gonna go to work. Drops the forearm right in the face. Here's the cover. One, and a quick cover, but not enough to put Sexton away yet. Charles Thompson now with several more strikes. Hooks him up, and reversal by Sexton. Turns the back suplex into a crossbody. Now Sexton waiting for him to rise. There's a shot right on the chest. A modified double axe handle. A low drop kick to the back of the head, and now Sexton going upstairs. Sexton now waiting for the right opportunity, and there's the double axe handle smash off the top. Here's the cover. One. Only a one this time. Not enough to put Primetime away. Not yet. Primetime Charles Thompson right back to his feet and slugging away at Owen Gerald Sexton. This time he hits the back suplex. And a blatant choke right in front of the official. And a modified camel clutch here. The torque on the back, the neck. It must be excruciating, but escape by Sexton. And Thompson, I don't know what Thompson was thinking. Went for the inside cradle, but not even a one. But trying to surprise Thompson there. Thompson with a kick right to the face. Now, up on the shoulders. And turns into the airplane spin into the cutter. And just like that, this could be over. 1, 2 count. Sexton able to get the right shoulder up, and Thompson wants a faster count. But Thompson's looking to end it. Goes for the kick. Blocked the elbow. And into the corner. And Sexton now with another double axe handle smash. Sexton trying to fight back. If Thompson can get that power bomb in, it is over. Sexton trying to keep that from happening. Lock up, and look at this. Look at the technique, the power by Sexton to bone suplex. 1, 2, and 1 second away from a new United States Heavyweight Champion. Pulling Thompson back to his feet, sends him for the ride. Drop down by Sexton, leapfrogs over the top of him, elbow right on the jaw. Sexton, he got caught there by Thompson. And Thompson drops him right down on the top rope, clotheslines him. And now ripping at the knee, the hamstring of Sexton. Thompson has regained control. Hooks him up, back suplex. The back of Sexton's head bouncing off the mat like a rubber ball. Thompson is feeling it now. He's looking to put this one away. Drops the elbow. Another couple of strong shots by Charles Thompson. Rakes the back of Sexton. There's a knee strike and another double axe handle smash right to the spine. Owen Gerald Sexton can feel the United States Heavyweight Championship slipping away. 1, 2, and no. And Thompson can't believe it. Only a 2 count. And now, up on the shoulders. The airplane spin into the cutter. A second time. That has to be it. He's going to put the exclamation point on it now. Is Thompson. He's got him set up. Here it comes. Power bomb into the deep cover. This is it. 1, 2, 3. No, wait a second. Wait a second. Sexton somehow kicks out at 2. The match continued. How did he do that? And Thompson is irate. He is going to make Sexton pay for it. But Sexton is showing a massive amount of fight here tonight. Is he going to give it up? The torque on the back, the neck, and again an escape by Sexton. And look at Sexton fight. Elbows into the guts. And look at this. Sexton now turns him over, hooks him up into the modified crab. And look at the torque. Look at the torque. Is Thompson going to tap? Do we have a new United States Heavyweight Champion? Look at the torque on the back of Charles Thompson. Thompson fighting it. And the strength in the legs of Thompson allows it. He missed the clothesline. Look at this. Modified STO by Owen Gerald Sexton. Sexton has him set up. Hooks him up and plants him new champion. Wait a minute. No, he turns over to hooks the leg. 1, And only a 1, are you kidding me? Charles Thompson kicks out at 1. What does Owen Gerald Sexton have to do? Thompson kicks him in the face and he is back vertical. And now, a shot right to the knee, the chop block by Sexton. Drops the knee right in the back. What a match for the United States heavyweight title, ladies and gentlemen. Wrenching the arm. Cover here. 1, 2, no. Sexton kicks out yet again, and what a shot to the spine. And now Thompson's gonna end it. Kick, the block, a kick by Sexton. Hooks him up with the inside cradle. 1, 2, 3, he did it! He did it! Sexton did it! Sexton! Owen Gerald Sexton! Look at this! Went for the kick, looked to hook him up for the power bomb. The inside cradle, and we have a new United States heavyweight champion.
Here is your winner and new Global Wrestling Alliance United States heavyweight champion, Owen Gerald Sexton.
We have a new United States heavyweight champion. Primetime has fallen. Owen Gerald Sexton still undefeated and now United States champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it's a #1 contenders match for the United States heavyweight championship. Gavin Briggs against Sergio Dandalinger. I'm still in a little bit of shock, still trying to catch my breath, catch my words from that United States Heavyweight Championship match. We have a new United States Heavyweight Champion in Owen Gerald Sexton, and now, immediately in this next match, we are going to find out who his first challenger will be. Will it be Gavin Briggs? Or will it be the Fighting Irishman, Sergio Dandalinger? Gavin Briggs waiting for his opponent. And here he comes.
And his opponent from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Sergio Dandalinger.
Sergio Dandalinger, a former United States heavyweight champion himself, would love nothing more than to get another opportunity to put that championship belt around his waist and take that title back to Ireland. What a match we just saw. It was a barn burner for sure. We're set for another one right here. Gavin Briggs, the Fighting Irishman, Sergio Dandalinger. They're ready. The bell sounds. We're underway. And Briggs immediately to the outside, wants nothing to do with the Fighting Irishman. And now he was trying to go out after him, and a block, and he clotheslines him, but he only rocked the big guy. There's a kick by Briggs. Another lit, and it only rocked Dandalinger. Now Briggs against the rope. There's the clothesline, takes the big man down. Here's the cover. The rope breaks, gonna break that one up. Gavin Briggs, an opportunist, went to the outside. And when the official tried to detain Dondalinger, Briggs came in to take advantage. Now Dondalinger's on the attack. Dondalinger hooks him up, sidewalk slam. Dondalinger is feeling it. So badly does Dondalinger want another shot at the United States heavyweight title. Here's the reversal into a reverse DDT by Gavin Briggs. Briggs now with a cover, yet another rope break. Good call by the official. Briggs now against the ropes and drops the hammer right into the girts of Dondalinger. Drops the knee right into the sternum. Gavin Briggs sending Dondalinger for the ride. Reverse heel kick. Caught him right in the face. One. Only a one for Gavin Briggs. Briggs with a high drop kick. Dondalinger staggers. Look at these forearm shots. Elbow by Dondalinger. Hooks him up on the shoulder and down. Face first into the top turnbuckle. Look at Dondalinger. Dondalinger, look at this strength. Are you kidding me? He just tossed him halfway across the ring. Went for the splash, but no water in the pool. And Briggs now, look at these forearms again, rocking Dondalinger. Briggs takes him down and uses the ropes for additional height on that stomp and another double axe handle smash. Briggs in control at the moment. The double ear schmacker. And now Dondalinger's had enough. Drop kick. Rocks him again. Swipes that one away. Dondalinger with a clubbing blow. Dondalinger feeds off these people. They have rallied behind this man. And he went for the headbutt, the battering ram. Couldn't connect. Even though he missed it, he wasn't able to connect with it. He's still in control, however. Briggs now, all wrapped up in the ropes. Dondalinger across and down across the back. There's the big splash by Dondalinger. Make it a second one. Give it the old hat trick with a third. Now Dondalinger looking to end it here. And he's going to go for it. No! Briggs blocks the attempt. A couple of right hands. And look at this. Gavin Briggs hooks him up, drives the knees right into the canvas. And Gavin Briggs goes for the cover. And he's got it. Wait, his feet are on the ropes. His feet are on the damn ropes. A kick out by Dondalinger. Went for the drop kick. Nothing doing. Clothesline by Dondalinger. Another amazing match here, ladies and gentlemen, at High Tides. Dondalinger with the cover. 1, 2, 3. No, the official says only 2. So very close for the Fighting Irishman. Sends Gavin Briggs into the corner. Elbow by Briggs. Went for the clothesline. Blocked in the kick by Dondalinger. Blocked by Briggs. Are you kidding me with these two? Look at this. Briggs now, once again, takes advantage, uses the ropes to his advantage. Gavin Briggs now steps through, crosses the legs. Modified sharpshooter by Gavin Briggs. And Sergio's in trouble here. Is Sergio gonna tap? Is he gonna tap out? Is there some way he can get out of this hold? And yes, he does. He kicks Briggs back. Dondalinger picks him back up. Went again for the battering ram. Missed with the clothesline. Up, elbow to the back of the head. And Briggs, double ear smacker. And low drop kick right to the spine. And Briggs is going to go for it again. Modified sharpshooter, but the Dondalinger got to the ropes. Gavin Briggs with the momentum at the moment. Double ear smacker. Dondalinger's ears have to be ringing at this point. Slams the back of his head into the canvas. And now Briggs, for the third time, is going for it. He's got it. He's got it locked in. He's torquing the legs, the back. Dondalinger has no choice. Center of the ring, nowhere to go. He has to tap out. Let's show it to you one more time. Dondalinger with nowhere to go, in all kinds of trouble. He had to tap out. Gavin Briggs is victorious. Gavin Briggs finds himself as the #1 contender for the United States Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, we're being told there was something going on backstage. And I have an update here. Apparently, I'm being told now that there was some commotion backstage regarding the Van Divers. They were very upset about something, Chris in particular. Apparently, they have grabbed their gear, they have stormed out of the building, and they have just left. If we get any more updates, what's going on with the Van Divers, we will be sure to bring them to you. But coming up next, tag team action for the World Tag Team titles, the Viking Raiders to take on High Energy. Let's show you how we got here a couple of weeks ago. Tag team action, non-title match, that knee strike, and Eric picked up the victory for the Viking Raiders. The following week, one-on-one action, Derek Wright and Eric. Eric with that maneuver right there. The cover and the victory in that matchup for Eric. The next week, Willie Jones would go up against Ivar. Ivar would hook him up, drop him down with the sit-out pile driver, and Ivar with another victory in singles competition for the Viking Raiders. And just 2 nights ago, non-title tag team action, pop-up, power slam, the cover, and another victory, and the Viking Raiders have the number of High Energy. If the Viking Raiders can win tonight, then they will become the new World Tag Team Champions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 552 pounds, Ivar and Eric, the Viking Raiders.
As we had just shown you in the past couple of weeks, the Viking Raiders they got a perfect record against the World Tag Team Champions. High energy, momentum clearly on their side. Willie Jones and Derek Wright are so concerned about it. They were freaking out backstage a couple of nights ago on Supercharged, but their manager, Don Holmes, has assured them that he has a foolproof plan to walk out of here with the World Tag Team titles. What does he mean by that? No one knows. But this plan, it better be a good one. Well, look at this. What in the world?
And introducing the champions, accompanied by Don Holmes, at a combined weight of 457 pounds. They are the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions. High Energy.
Tell me that these guys have put on war paint as the Viking Raiders have for this match. You've got to be kidding. Indeed, it looks like they have. These guys are just ridiculous. Of course, Don Holmes has to introduce his team to the world, and this is what it's all about. The World Tag Team titles. Again, Don Holmes had said something to his guys about a foolproof plan. What could that mean? We can only speculate. But the challengers are ready. The champions are as ready as they can possibly be. And if they're not, that's just too damn bad, because the time for talking is done. Ivar and Derek Wright gonna start things off in this tag team title match. There's the bell. And right outside the ring. And then here comes Ivar. And Ivar grabs Don Holmes. What is he doing? Drops him down with a shoulder breaker. And Derek Wright, to Don Holmes' aid. Ivar has just assaulted the manager. He got his hands on Don Holmes. Well, now it's costing him as Derek Wright is pouring on the punishment on Ivar on the outside, right to the barricade. And up on the barricade, shot right to the temple. And Holmes now going after Ivar. The official is up to 7. If we get a count out, then High Energy will retain as a headbutt. He made Don Holmes pay for it. Clothesline by Derek Wright. Well, if that's how things are going to go, it's going to be a long night for Don Holmes. There's a cover. 1, 2, and we nearly had new World Tag Team Champions just like that. Where the hell's Ivar going? Top rope. He's waiting for Derek Wright to rise. And down with a double axe handle smash. Ivar now in control. Ivar taking right to the corner. Couple of shoulder blocks right into the girts. And is going to pull Derek Wright out of the corner the hard way. Hooks him up, suplex. And so far, most of this match goes to the Viking Raiders. They're isolating Derek Wright from his partner. They've gotten their hands on Don Holmes. As we had showed before the match, the Viking Raiders, multiple victories over High Energy. All they need to do is win one more, and they'll capture the World Tag Team titles. They are well on their way at this point. Up on the shoulders and some well-placed elbows by Derek Wright, and the clothesline. Derek Wright with a shot, and another. And again, backing Eric up into their corner. Drop kick. Derek Wright over the top. And a tag, and now in comes Willie Jones. Down with a senton. Willie Jones and Derek Wright, High Energy, the World Tag Team Champions, turning things around here. A collision, shoulder block, Insigiri by Willie Jones. What a stiff kick. Missing the senton, Eric gets out of the way. There's a shot. Hooks him up. Eric, power bomb. He's going to use that opportunity to make the tag, and in comes Ivar. Ivar now to the outside. He's going after Holmes again. And he's got him. He's grabbed him. German suplex on the floor. My God. We might have to get an ambulance out here for Don Holmes. DDT on the floor. Don Holmes is out. Into the barricade goes Ivar. Now up on top of the barricade. Shot right to the face. Well, Don Holmes has made his way to his feet again, but he has been having a rough night. The official now up to 7. Willie Jones sending Ivar back into the ring. Jones now going upstairs. Dive and a tag. Here comes Eric. And Eric hooks him up. Back suplex. Now Eric going to the middle rope. Down with a double axe handle. Eric hooks him up. Big slam. What impact. Went for the knee in the back. Willie Jones able to avoid it. Jones now with several strikes. That one missed. Eric with the knee strike. Caught him flush on the chin. Cover. 1, 2, no! Willie Jones somehow gets the shoulder up. Eric plants him again. Willie Jones right back to his feet, catches him with the Insigiri. Tag to Derek Wright. And right now, with a shoulder block, nothing doing. It's like trying to move a semi. Eric picks him up on his shoulders. And down across the top rope. The Viking Raiders in control. All they need to do is keep one of them down for a 3 count to recapture the World Tag Team titles, and Eric's gonna go for it. It looks like missing the clothesline. There's the kick and the drop kick from Derek Wright. And Derek Wright now to the outside, and wait a minute. What the hell's he doing? And Derek Wright now with a steel chair. The hell is he doing? Now he's walking around the ring with his chair in his hand. I think Eric's finally gonna go after him. And he just knocked him out with a chair. Look at this! And the tag team champions have just been disqualified. Tell me that this was Don Holmes' foolproof plan. They got disqualified, they lose the match, but they will hold on to the World Tag Team titles. The titles will not change hands. How cowardice, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, the tag team action will continue with our next matchup. Whitney Duncan and Lacey Evans to take on Amaya Stevens and Shelly Bennett.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Paris Island, South Carolina, Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans making her way down to the ring here. I am in shock how that match ended just now. High Energy, with the use of the steel chair, gets themselves disqualified, but championships do not change hands here in GWA by countouts or disqualifications, so High Energy is still your World Tag Team Champions. It's unbelievable. Well, this next matchup, we see Lacey Evans already come down here. Here is her tag team partner in Whitney Duncan. I don't believe for a moment that the Viking Raiders are going to just lay down and take that. I mean, the #1 contenders are now the Pitbulls. We saw them win that right earlier tonight, but this it's not going to be settled between the Viking Raiders and High Energy. I can promise you that. But enough about that. I'm gonna have to let that go and continue on with the night here. We have a lot more action still to come.
And from Oakland, California, Amaya Stevens.
And here comes the longest reigning GWA Women's World Champion in history. Her reign lasted 127 days. She is here to fight. Her opponents have already made their way down here. And Amaya Stevens looking to return to her winning ways. But she's going to have to team with a partner, something that I'm not 100% sure that she's going to be thrilled about. But nonetheless, here she comes.
And from Anaheim, California, Shelly Bennett.
The no-nonsense Shelly Bennett, a former Women's World Champion in her own right. I mean, what if they can coexist, which I don't believe they will be able to. I don't think their egos will allow it. But two former Women's World Champions in the ring together as tag team partners, if they could get along, if they could mesh, what a formidable team they could make against Evans and Duncan. Stevens and Evans starting things out here, and look at Stevens go right to work. Amaya Stevens with those educated hands, punishing Lacey Evans in the early going. Amaya Stevens now in control, sending Evans to the buckle. And there's those hands I was just talking about. And now Evans pulled out of the corner the hard way. Here's the cover by Stevens. 1, and only a 1 that time. Lock up, and now sending Evans to the buckle. And look, here's the tag. In comes Shelly Bennett, and here's the double team. Back body drop. Did you see the elevation? Here's the cover by Bennett. 1. Evans, ever the fighter, kicks out at 1. So far, tag team offense by Stevens and Bennett. There's the enziguri right to the back of the head. Down with the double stomp. Here's another cover. Try to put her away. 1, 2. No, not even a 2. Bennett now sending Evans back to the corner. Elbow by Evans, trying to fight out of the corner, trying to get out of danger. That's a part of the ring she doesn't want to be in. And now here's the tag, and in comes Whitney Duncan. Stiff kick by Duncan right to the face. Another shot. Duncan now, German suplex. Wrapping up the arm and down across the shoulder joint. Block by Bennett. There's a shot and the axe kick to the back of the head. And look at that, another one right to the back of the head. What a shot by Shelly Bennett. Regaining control, now sending Duncan to the corner. And here is another tag to Amaya Stevens, and wrenching both arms, kicks to the midsection, and a couple more to the spine. Tandem offense by Stevens and Bennett. 1, and only a 1 that time as well. Vicious knee strike. Make it a second. And there is the hat trick, a third right to the face. Stevens still pouring it on. Amaya Stevens feeling it at this point. Slams Duncan's face right into the mat. Duncan right to her feet, but cut off with the jab. Straight right hand right to the forehead. Duncan trying to crawl, scratch and claw to her corner to make the tag. Couldn't do it. 1, and still only a 1 for Amaya Stevens. Back to her feet. Stevens sends Duncan to her corner again, and another tag. In comes Shelly Bennett. Sends her to the ropes. And the double hip toss. 1, 2, and the kick out from Whitney Duncan. And Bennett now with a couple of kicks to Lacey Evans. And now here comes Duncan back. Drops her right on the back of her head. 1, 2, and so very close to turning this thing around and gaining the victory. Whitney Duncan now wraps up the arm into the top wrist lock. There's a shot by Bennett. Make it another. And another. Breaks it up. And here comes Whitney Duncan. Kick, block, knee right to the face. And that shot missed. Block, trips her up. And Bennett over, tag, and in comes Amaya Stevens. Stevens now with those punches. Just punishing Whitney Duncan. Stevens has her in her sights. And right there, the furious flurry of offense by Amaya Stevens. And Stevens now over to Lacey Evans. Drop kick, and Evans takes a nasty fall to the floor. Amaya Stevens looking to end it. Handful of hair. Knockout shot. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Impressive victory for Amaya Stevens and Shelly Bennett, and I'm very, very surprised these two women were able to work together, and because of that, they're victorious at High Tides.
Here are your winners.
A huge victory for these two women. And they somehow were able to work together, and they're victorious here tonight. Oh, and look at this. Are you kidding me? Charles Thompson has joined the Homestead. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is the Women's World Championship. Halie Nolan challenging Tammy Mullins. We're going to show you how we got here. 3 weeks ago, Halie Nolan won a battle royal to become the #1 contender. And for the next couple of weeks, these two would make it known to each other that they were watching. A couple of weeks ago, it was Halie Nolan after a match. And last week, after Nolan, she had a match, Tammy Mullins made sure to let Nolan know that, yes, indeed, she was watching her as well. It boiled down to a non-title match between the two just 2 nights ago on Supercharged. The roll-up wasn't able to get it done, but Mullins was in the wrong place at the wrong time afterwards. The split-legged leg drop and a non-title victory for Halie Nolan on that night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Championship.
The challenger, the superstar, Halie Nolan. I still can't believe what I just saw, but if my eyes don't deceive me, you all saw it too. Charles Thompson has just joined Don Holmes and his Homestead group. They just got a lot more powerful, ladies and gentlemen, a lot more powerful. But again, not dwelling on too much of that, we have a Women's World Championship match coming up. Halie Nolan, the challenger, in the ring, and here comes the champion. Wild Thing Tammy Mullins, set for her first title defense since winning the GWA Women's World Championship at Mayhem. Gotta believe, or I gotta wonder, rather, where Mullins' mindset is at after the non-title loss to Nolan just a couple of nights ago. But we're gonna send it down to the ring. We're gonna get the official introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Hollywood, California, the superstar, Halie Nolan. And introducing the champion from Toluca Lake, California, she's the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Wild Thing Tammy Mullins.
The Women's World Champion, Tammy Mullins, will surrender the championship belt to the official. Halie Nolan gets a good look at it. That's what it's all about for these ladies. And for every woman in GWA, the Women's World Championship, we are ready to go. Big fight feel here. There's the bell. Lock up. Center of the ring. Neither competitor able to get anything out of that. Here comes Mullins with a couple of strikes, staggering Nolan. Nolan coming back with a shot of her own. And Mullins sending Nolan across and up and over and deep arm drag. The torque on that. Mullins standing moonsault into the cover. 1, 2, and already the champion gets a 2 count out of it. Mullins now with several strikes to Nolan. Went for the spinning kick. blocked. And she had her other leg taken out from underneath her. And now Halie Nolan working on the left leg. Nolan now in control at the moment. And look at this. Innovative neck breaker by the superstar. Halie Nolan now with the cover, but a rope break. The left foot underneath the bottom rope. So great call by the official. Kick blocked. And there's a shot by Nolan. That one rocks the champion. Nolan now wrenching at the leg even more. A shot block, and there's the roundhouse kick right on the jaw. Perfectly executed. Look at this, deadlifts her into the gut wrench suplex. Tammy Mullins is a powerhouse, no doubt. One, only a one this time. Tammy Mullins regaining control. Nolan wrapped up in the ropes, and look at this. Halie Nolan now across the middle rope. The Women's World Champion has gained control and looking to walk away with this one. Looking for her first successful championship defense. Nolan now with the elbows right into the breadbasket. Kick right to the leg. And Nolan now takes the champion to the corner. And look at that shot. And the snapmare. Nolan, handspring splash right in the center of the ring. 1, 2, no. 1 second away from a new Women's World Champion. Mullins now with some elbows, trying to battle back, trying to do all she can, sending Nolan for the ride. High elevation on the drop kick. Mullins now has regained control. Halie Nolan sent to the corner. Mullins sends her out. And the drop kick sending her right back into the corner. Here's the cover. 1. And only a 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you what that means for your psyche when you do so much damage to your opponent and they still kick out at 1. Nolan now regaining control. And there was a kick, and look at this. Another back handspring splash by Nolan. 1, 2, new champion. No, not a new champion. A fraction of a second away. Nolan has this match under control. She just has to stay on top of Tammy Mullins. Don't let her breathe. Don't let her recover. And we're going to be looking at a new Women's World Champion. Nolan with the STO. And now the superstar hooks her up into the bow and arrow stretch. The excruciating pain Tammy Mullins must be feeling. Mullins fights out of it into a cover and an immediate kick out. And look at this. Neck breaker by Halie Nolan. The superstar's gone upstairs and the frog splash, but Mullins got the knees up. Turned face first into the canvas. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. No. Halie Nolan gets the left shoulder up but just barely. But Halie Nolan is on Dream Street. She went for it all off the top rope. Tammy Mullins gonna make her pay the headbutt into the overdrive. 1, 2, 3. And Tammy Mullins has successfully defended the Women's World Championship. Here's how she did it. After blocking the frog splash, the headbutt, the overdrive, and the victory.
Here is your winner, and still Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins.
What a battle between these two women. But by the end, Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins, retains the Women's World Championship. Oh, wait a minute. What is going on here? This continues to happen. And now we have our feedback. Ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time. The World Heavyweight title is on the line. Ray Snider to challenge Arthur Caldwell. 3 weeks ago, #1 contenders match. And Mr. Amazing, Ray Snider, used the ropes against Big Bubba Mason to steal the victory. The following week, the world's champion Arthur Caldwell in the middle of a battle. The distraction by Ray Snider, who is sitting at ringside, and Bubba Mason took advantage on that night. But then last week, Arthur Caldwell saved Bubba Mason from the pinfall, and it would later go on to cost Ray Snider the match, the big boot, the victory for Bubba Mason. And so this one, it's not only just for the championship, it's personal.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the challenger, Mr. Amazing, Ray Snider. Over the past couple of weeks, he has shown the interest in wanting to become world champion. He berated his former tag team partner, a man that we thought that he had become friends with, a former enemy, in handsome Harry Sharp. And he believes that he is now ready to take down Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell and do what Harry Sharp couldn't, and that is claim the World Heavyweight Championship. He has his opportunity right here tonight. He wants to etch his name in history, does Ray Snider. But in order to do it, he's got to get past this man. The GWA Heavyweight Champion of the World. 2 times over. Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell. Some of his championship matches against legendary competitors has allowed Arthur Caldwell to begin to etch his name in wrestling history. I won't be surprised that if in several years, when we talk about the legendary wrestlers of professional wrestling. The Ricky Steamboats, the Harley Races, the Ric Flairs, the Harry Sharps. We are also going to be mentioning this man, Pretty Boy, Arthur Caldwell. Both competitors have made their way to the ring. Let's get the official introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Northridge, California, weighing in at 332 pounds, Mr. Amazing Ray Snider. And introducing the champion from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 238 pounds, he is the Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell.
The challenger has been introduced. The champion has been introduced. It all comes down to this. The main event of GWA High Tides. It's for the heavyweight championship of the world. Mr. Amazing Ray Snider, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell. It's all up for grabs. It's now or never. The bell sounds and we're underway. And Ray Snider comes out firing. And here comes Caldwell, back with the elbows. Caldwell measures him with the knife edge chop. Make it another. And Caldwell just chopping away. Caldwell, the master ring technician, goes right for the bad legs of Ray Snider. No doubt to set up for the inverted figure four. And with Snider's knees already being bad from years and years of punishment. That 1, 2, already got a 2 count looking for that first fall, but it wouldn't take much, I don't believe, to get a fall or even both if he can work on the legs and lock in that inverted figure four. But here comes Ray Snider firing back. Drops the elbow. Cover. 1. And only a 1 that time, looking for the first fall. Not going to get it with that. Snider down on the arm. Drops the elbow yet again right into the sternum. And Caldwell with the elbow. Caldwell measures him with a knife edge chop. And here comes Snider again. Snapmare into the knee drop. And kick blocked by Caldwell. There's the dragon screw right back to the leg. Caldwell never, ever takes his eye off his target. Right to the knee, right to the leg again. That's why he's the champ. Caldwell right back to the left leg. Softening it up, weakening it for the inverted figure four. Here's a cover. 1. Only a 1 for Caldwell. Kicked away by Ray Snider. Snider now grabs him, sends him over the top rope. There's a right hand and another, and Snider steps through the ropes. No, 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 no! Back suplex on the apron of the ring, my God. Ray Snider gonna pull out all the stops here, and a scoop slam into the apron. He's just trying to break Caldwell in two here. all to become the heavyweight champion of the world. And went for the shot, and that time he connects again. Straight right hand right to the face. There's an elbow by Caldwell, trying to break the momentum of Ray Snider. Sends him into the guardrail. And again. Let's think for a moment about the battles that Arthur Caldwell has had in the last couple of months. Regained the World Heavyweight title from the Russian gladiator Alexander Sokolov. Went to war with his idol at WrestleFest, Nature Boy Ric Flair, and then retired handsome Harry Sharp last month at Mayhem. And now, battling it out with another legend, Mr. Amazing Ray Snider. Drops the knee, but missed it. Snider able to get out of the way. Snider now with a drop toe hold, sending Caldwell face first into the mat. Neck breaker. Ray Snider turning it around and firing on all cylinders. Down with a pile driver. Spikes him head first into the mat. That's at least got to be the first fall. At least. He's dragging him away from the ropes, and here's the cover. 1, 2, no, not the first fall. Still couldn't get it, even after being dropped on his head, and there's another neck breaker. Ray Snider takes him down with the face buster right into the knee brace. Snider measures and drops the elbow into the sternum. And now the crisscross Boston Crab by Ray Snider, and Arthur Caldwell's got nowhere to go. He needs to give it up just to save the match. If too much damage is done, and he breaks out of it, he trips him up, grabs the ankles, trips him up, able to break the hold, but Snider right back on top of him. And now Snider trips him up, and now the spinning toe hold. Excruciating pain. The very old, made famous by the Funks. Dory Funk, Terry Funk, former NWA World Champions, used there by Ray Snider. And now Caldwell has turned things around. Knee drop right into the back of the head. And now Arthur Caldwell thinks it's time to go for it. He's locked it on, and he's got it cinched in deep. The inverted figure four. The weakened legs of Ray Snider. They can't hold out. And there's the tap out. And Arthur Caldwell with the first fall in this matchup. And now he is well underway of regaining the World Heavyweight Championship. Ray Snider turns it around. Waist locked him, took him down, and right back to the crisscross Boston Crab. Snider hasn't reared back yet, but if he rears back, this could be all over. It could tie it up. And Caldwell again grabs the ankles and trips him up. Snider right back to the attack. Slips out the back door, does Caldwell. Caldwell hooks him up. Right back to the leg. And Caldwell slams the knee into the canvas. Caldwell, merciless right now. On his attack, he knows what he's got to do. He knows what he has to do to retain the World Heavyweight title, and he's executing his plan to perfection. You see the pain on Snider's face. The elbow drop by Caldwell. Caldwell is feeling it. He's got Ray Snider right where he wants him. Right back to the leg. A couple of times. Caldwell wraps up the leg like a pretzel. Drops the elbow right into the knee joint. Caldwell is up in this match, 1-0. Caldwell drops the elbow right into the sternum. Yet again. A stomp right on the leg, on the ankle. Caldwell has Snider right in his sights, right where he wants him. And now he's gonna go for it. Hooks it up, cinches it in again, the inverted figure 4. Ray Snider immediately has the tap out, and Arthur Caldwell wins it and retains. The inverted figure 4 here, the first fall, and locks it on yet again for the second fall, and Arthur Caldwell retains 2-0 here tonight at High Tides.
Here is your winner, and still Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you have enjoyed GWA High Tides. Tune in this Friday for Supercharged.